Welcome back to Ingredient Wars, and at this point, you know how the game works. So today, I thought I'd add in a little twist. Come in, Morgan.
This is Morgan, and these are her allergies.
We had Morgan pick 5 ingredients in advance. Take it away.
Okay, so I came up with macarons, waffles, sprinkles, mangoes, and tequila.
Oh my gosh. A lot of really interesting ingredients here. I'm excited to see what I make. Let's get cooking. So we're back from the store and these are my ingredients. I'm using all alternative sugars and instead of flour, I'm using almond flour. But first, last week I competed against world-renowned chef Stephanie Boswell and I lost, which means that this week I have to spin the wheel of punishments. So let's go do that. Let's see what I get. No punishment. Well, it looks like this week there's no punishment. So, with 2 hours on the clock, let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna start by combining the powdered sugar and the almond flour in a bowl and giving it a nice little whisking. So after I whisk them all together, now I'm going to sift them together. So that's just going to allow everything to become super fine. You can see the difference between the flour that was in the bowl versus the flour that's now snowing out of the mesh strainer. So now we're gonna use my alternative brown sugar. We're gonna put that in the food processor and we're gonna pulse, we're gonna pulse that 10 times. Gorgeous. I don't know how it's gonna work with alternative sugar. You usually make this kind of stuff with regular sugar, so alternative sugar, I'm already seeing some problems, but we'll see how this works. So I poured my brown sugar back into a bowl and I'm gonna set that aside for later. Now we're going to separate some egg whites. We want the egg whites, not the egg yolks for this, but keep the egg yolks because you can make some delicious custard. Just look at that, gorgeous. So I separated 1 egg white and I'm going to go ahead and pour that in here. I'm gonna do that with the other 2 now. I'm going to go ahead and whip up these egg whites and we just want them to be kind of foamy and then we're gonna add in some cream of tartar. So right now we're just trying to get this to soft peaks, which is just going to be that when I lift up the whisk, you'll see a little trail, but it's not going to be stiff. That's a soft peak. Okay, so now you're gonna add in about a tablespoon of your alternative brown sugar at a time. The brown sugar is to give it a waffle flavor. I've got about a 1/4 cup of the alternative brown sugar here. So we're just gonna keep using that until it's all the way in. I believe we're at stiff peaks now, but let's find out. Woo! Now I'm going to start adding in my dry mixture about a 1/3 at a time. When you're making macarons, you don't wanna overmix. So we're just kinda doing it until it's all combined. 2nd third. The last 1/3. Okay, so now we're just continuing to fold this mixture together until we can make ribbons with it. I've now gotten it to the point that we have successful ribbons. You'll see what I mean. Okay, well that was a bad example. Give me a second. Yes, you see that? Figure 8. This is the perfect consistency. It's nice and liquid. We love that. Moving forward, I have a little macaron sheet, very helpful for making macarons. So I'm going to just start pouring this macaron batter into this piping bag. I'm gonna reserve some for later. And now we're going to pipe it onto this baking tray, just like this. So we've got a few macarons piped out, and now we're just gonna. So what we've done is just gotten rid of all of the air bubbles in it. And look at how much bigger they are. They just totally expanded. We're gonna set those aside for about 15 minutes and let them harden while we work on something a little special. So I'm going to put the rest of this macaron filling in this bag here. So I've got this bag of leftover macaron batter, and what I'm going to do is just pipe it in a little crosshatch pattern to make it look like a waffle. So here we go. Okay, well, it's gotta be at one continuous line. These look so bad. Modern art, everybody. They call me Pablo Picasso. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna set this aside for about 30 to 45 minutes. I've got 3 ingredients left: mango, tequila, and some sprinkles. We're gonna save this for later, but for right now, I thought it would be kind of fun if we made like a mango sorbet filling for the macarons with some tequila in it. So I've poured in some mangoes. I'm just gonna give just a little bit of tequila.
2 shots of vodka.
Let's make some sorbet. Gorgeous. That is some mango sorbet. And unsweetened, we didn't add any sugar into that. I'm going to go ahead and spoon my mango margarita into my ice cream tub. It should keep it nice and insulated, which is perfect to keep it nice and cool for when we use it later. Okay, so you're supposed to wait until the macarons are like dry to the touch, but they are not drying out and time is running out. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these in the oven for 15 minutes and hope that they don't melt. We're almost done. We've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Now I've got to peel off these macarons. Oh, they don't want to come off. They don't want to come off. Oh no. I can't tell if that's just because they're not like cool enough yet. Okay, wait. Just be very careful. That one came off. We only need a couple of them to survive. I think it's because they need to cool longer, but we don't have time. Come on, you can do it. If I push down really hard, I can get it off. So I've got some. We're gonna move on to the filling process. I've got my mango sorbet here. I'm going to just put a little bit down in the center here and then close up the sandwich. Do a little bit on the cookie and then close up the sandwich. This is beautiful. Again, oh, I just snapped it in half. And close up the sandwich. Oh, this is so bad. One more. Ah, it's breaking. Okay, so now we've got the sprinkles. I'm just gonna take this and just cover the edges, just like that. Perfect. This is gonna be a fail. This has to be a fail. Okay, done. In place of the master judge today, Morgan is going to be deciding if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
I'm excited.
Well, it looks like Morgan gave me a thumbs down, which means not only are we not friends anymore, but next week I will be spinning the wheel of punishment. So you guys are definitely gonna wanna tune in for that. And guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I so enjoyed making this video for y'all. And if you guys enjoyed it, I would love it if you guys could smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!